Excited. You all know this word and the feeling it conveys. In Russian we don't have a word that captures the combination of anticipation, tension and joy all at once. And 2024 made me feel excited many times. For example, with the new seasons of Mushoku Tensei or ReZero. But today we're not talking about those anime, oh no. Today we're gonna explode with rage. Because alongside the good anime, 2024 gave us plenty of bad ones. And you know what, I don't mind bad anime. Sometimes they at least can be funny. But I don't mind anime with potential that end up being complete garbage. First one of course is Blue Lock Season 2. I've already made 2 videos about this anime, but Season 2 turned out so shitty that I'll never get tired of talking about how much of a disaster it is. And it's well deserved. You know what I realized? The terrible quality of Season 2 isn't because they weren't enough animators or because the higher ups tried to save money. No, the reason is that we were being led on from the very beginning. Even during the production of Season 1, the studio knew exactly what was coming. Blue Lock was nothing more than a cash grab. And here's how it works. A studio finds a potential hit, pours a decent budget into Season 1 and rides the hype to sell millions of manga copies. Sounds smart, right? But here's the kicker. They never planned to develop the franchise properly. Season 1 came out 2 years ago. By now everyone who wanted to read the manga after watching Season 1 has already done so. Did you know that in 2022, after the anime release, Blue Lock manga became the best-selling manga in the world with over 3.5 million copies sold. But by 2023 and 2024, sales had plummeted. It didn't even make the top 30. So what did the studio do? They gave a huge middle finger to the anime fans. They had no intention of risking big budget on Season 2 and they never planned to. The whole thing was just one big scheme to rake in money through manga and merch sales. That's why Blue Lock Season 2 is hands down the biggest disappointment in 2024.
Alright guys, while I was editing this video, the second season of Blue Lock managed to wrap up. And I agree, the final episode looks amazing. Apparently the entire budget went into it. But understand this, you can't feed us shit for 13 episodes, throw us a little sweet candy in the last one and think everything's fine. No, it's still shit, because one good episode doesn't make this anime good, you know? Okay, that's it, let's continue with the video.
Next up, Uzumaki. Junji Ito is truly legendary mangaka. He's the Stephen King but of manga. I've read almost all his works and they are mind-blowing, unique and genuinely terrifying. No sane mind could come up with this, or at least not a sober one. Unfortunately, unlike Stephen King, Junji Ito has been cursed with bad adaptations. Maybe one of his manga characters cursed him, because how else can you explain why none of his works have ever gotten a decent adaptation? And when the Uzumaki anime was announced, I was skeptical. But then I saw the trailer and damn, it looked amazing. The black and white style and unique animation drew me in and I started to believe. The first episode dropped and holy crap, it was incredible. It felt like the manga pages I read years ago had come to life and were ready to step out of my screen to scare the shit out of me. But then I watched episode 2 and thought, blять, you had only 4 episodes, not 24, just 4, and you still managed to screw it up. Apparently during production they ran into issues and were left with 3 options. First, release the anime as is with 1 great episode and 3 half-baked. 2. Release only the first episode, and 3. Scrap the project entirely. And sure, you could argue the option they chose was the least bad, but you know what? Fuck it. If I were in charge of the studio or Junji Ito himself, I'd pick the third option out of respect for the fans. Because sometimes it's better not to release anything than to put out an unfinished mess. That's why Uzumaki earns its place among 2024's biggest disappointments. Now, please don't hover over that dislike button. I'm not here to trash this anime, it's actually good. And that's the problem, it's just good. It's a solid anime, but it ended up on this list because it was supposed to be more than just good, you know? It was supposed to be phenomenal. I've reread the manhwa multiple times and it's no wonder it's considered the best in terms of visuals. Just look at these pages, just look at how freaking amazing they are. And now compare those same scenes in the anime. Take away the music and what do you get? Sadly, A1 Pictures decides to play it safe. They decided not to experiment with this anime because they knew that if they went over budget or their experiments didn't sit well with the fans, they'd be eaten alive. So they delivered a good anime with good animation, but no boat moves like Mappa or Ufotable. And honestly, I felt more emotion reading the manhwa for the second time than I did watching the anime. That's why Solo Leveling made this list, but again, I don't think it's bad. Now this anime is what I'd call 2024's biggest scam. Remember those TikTok edits with insane fight scenes? When I saw them I thought, holy shit, what is this and where can I watch it? I tuned in for the first episode and what the blять is this? This is the most insane fighting scenes I've ever seen. Wait, Kenjiro Tsuda is voicing the MC?
あとは頼みます。
10 out of 10, and I wasn't alone. We all fell for this trap. For the first 3 or 4 episodes the anime's rating was above 9.5. Then I go to episode 2 and episode 3 and it was still awesome. Ninjas, revenge, killer, fights, what not to love. And then they added mechs, then 3D mechs, then all the fights became 3D. Is this even the same anime? Honestly, I couldn't finish it because it was so bad and so disappointing that I just skipped the last 4 episodes to see how it ended. Ninja Kamui absolutely deserves its spot near the top of this list. The first season of Tower got stuck with me. I wouldn't say I was obsessed, but I clearly remember the plot and it was enjoyable. I gave a solid 9 out of 10. The MC was a bit of a crybaby but not annoying, and he had hidden potential which made it interesting. After season 1 I read some of the manhwa and was hyped for the transformation arc, but then season 2 dropped and I honestly don't even know why I didn't like it. It just didn't click with me. The direction of the episodes and the dialogues were incredibly dull, lacking any creative decisions, and the animation completely changed its style, and this anime became most generic standard imaginable. Judging by the rating, I'm clearly not the only one who felt this way. Days with My Stepsister. I've already talked about this anime in another video, but seriously, am I wrong? Just look at the title. Days with My Stepsister. The title screams what the anime should be about, doesn't it? And when I saw the title and trailers I thought, oh yeah, this is it. Can you smell that, right? Finally, a spiritual successor. So, all hyped up, I grabbed some issues, hit play on the first episode, and what do I see?
男だとか女だとか関係ない方法で
I admit maybe the problem lies with me and my expectations. As one Russian footballer once said, your expectations are your problems. And yes, that's probably fair, but damn, I'm just disappointed.
Well guys, it was last anime that disappointed me in 2024. Thank you so much for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and please don't forget to subscribe and rate this video with like or dislike, and see you in the next year. Matane!